This comes to us from the Pinehurst Pilot, which I don't know if that's a semi-regular newspaper or daily newspaper there in that part of North Carolina, but in its weekly Member Minute newsletter to the Pinehurst Country Club members. And I only bring this up because the United States Golf Open is going to be there next year.
That's right.
The club manager is a little concerned about some of the behavior that the club members are exhibiting on the courses. I don't know how many they have. I know there's scores of golf courses there under the Pinehurst name. Ben Bridgers shared some troubling news, and I'll summarize by saying simply, too many people are peeing out there on the golf course.
Pee in the woods on the golf course, yeah.
The world is coming to Pinehurst, North Carolina next year.
Yeah.
Be on your better behavior.
Small area, Pinehurst, very small.
But all golf.
And do they provide bathrooms? They
do indeed. In fact, I did not know this. I've never played a round of golf, certainly not at Pinehurst. But they say that each golf cart is equipped with a GPS that shows you clearly where there are porta-johns.
Nice.
Well, now that's a pretty nice touch. Because many times I've played golf. Now, I don't play golf anymore. We used to play.
We did.
Once in a while. And
get out there, play 7 with Biggie.
Biggie and I used to play 7, and then we'd see the parking lot and say, "You about ready?" Yep, let's go.
I think I can see your car from here.
We're close enough.
Did that a few times. Just abandon the golf cart and go.
That's right.
But many times you pee in the woods because once you turn past 9, and sometimes you wouldn't even stop at 9. Usually you do, but sometimes not.
Yep.
There's not any bathrooms. Nice courses do have a bathroom on like 14 and 5, so there's
in the middle of the 9s.
Yeah, and that's nice because you can play 4 or 5 holes in an hour, and you're never left without it. But if they don't have any bathroom, I mean, many guys have peed in the woods.
Most of your country golf courses, I mean, goat tracks.
You're just out there.
They just don't have them.
You're just out there. Now, Pinehurst number 2, I would assume, has
that's the elite.
That's the elite.
It's been happening more on course number 7.
You know who I think played 7? B.B. Shea.
B.B. Shea played 7?
I think he played Pinehurst 7.
That's a possibility.
That's why.
Why would they care about 7 since the pros are just coming to 2?
Well, it's just behavior in general. They're saying, look, we have bathrooms. Please stop urinating on the golf course.
This is the golf capital of the world.
And then the police will tell you, the police in Pinehurst were consulted for this article. It's a very good article. The police said, look, it's private property. We can't give you a ticket because you're not exposing yourself. But you can be censured by the club.
Well, I would think.
Which is probably worse.
Anonymous, you're talking about a comment on this story. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the good thing that happened, well, I will say the only good thing, was that it was actually a member of the course that was caught doing it. And so every week the members get like a weekly update of all the events and, new things that are happening around the club. And we actually got talked to because I caddy there at the resort, and they told us that from now on, if caddies get caught urinating on the course, or if a player that we have in our group does it out there and it gets reported, that we can get terminated because of somebody else's stupidity after we tell them not to do it.
Wow. That's pretty harsh, isn't it? Yeah. You tell somebody not to pee, they do it, and then you get fined.
On you.
Man.
Like at Bushwood.
Man. Bushwood.
Smoking pot. Poor caddying.
That's bad caddying.
Yeah.
Pick up that blood. That's bad caddying. Wow, Anonymous. Thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
But it's a big deal. I mean, it really shouldn't be done.
Well, company's coming.
Yes. And these are very nice courses.
They're very nice.
Pee all
the
over.
Best.
Yeah. Have you peed in the woods, Dave? Today.
No, but I'm scheduled to go to the mountains.
Well.
I'll urinate then.
You can't take the mountain out of the boy, can you?
I'm going to hold it till then.
Hold it. That's right.
For 2 weeks.
And I hate that we're getting that reputation.
That's too bad.
Urinating on the golf course.
Yeah,
what if John Daly does it while he's doing his... Because sometimes he'll just go out in the woods and pee.
We'd all expect that.
You expect it, that's it. If one of the golfers does it.
Do you think... I'm thinking of like famous golf courses in the U.S. There's Pinehurst number 2. There's the one in California.
Pebble Beach?
Pebble Beach, thank you. And, of course, Augusta. You know someone's urinated in the pines.
I don't know about that.
What do you think they do to you if
you think they have cameras all over?
No, I don't think they have cameras. I think that would...
For security purposes, I mean.
Maybe, but I don't know. I don't think so.
If somebody peed on the course at Augusta, What is the punishment?
Put you back over the fence.
I think you lose your.
You have to live in the city of Augusta.
You must live in the city of
Throw you
Augusta.
back out there onto Washington Road.
I think you lose your membership.
Oh, probably.
Don't you? Oh, and maybe if I'm a member and you're my guest and you pee, I bet I would lose my membership.
I think you're right.
I think they're that harsh about it there. And
You're telling me Dwight D. Eisenhower didn't
Water his own
take
tree.
a whiz out there on his own tree?
That's a good question. I don't know.
How do you think it got named?
Did Eisenhower peed right there on that base?
I mean, there's a lot of rounds when the cameras aren't there.
It's not because he kept hitting it with his ball.
That's a good. Do you think people pee in the woods?
He's a general.
I think
All he did was pee in the woods.
I'll bet you they have. I bet they have bathrooms every 3 holes at Augusta when you play just regularly. Anonymous, you're talking about peeing at Pinehurst. Go ahead.
Yeah, I played college golf down towards Sandhills.
Mm-hmm.
I played for the Sandhills Community College. When we would go and play all these named Pinehurst courses, the reason they wouldn't allow you to pee on the courses is because there was residential areas completely lined the fairways all the way around the greens. There was no wooded area.
Oh, really? There is no wooded area.
Too many houses.
That makes some sense.
Okay.
Now, you don't have that at Augusta. There are no houses
No,
out
you're
there.
right.
Nope, there's just Butler Cabin.
Do you think
And
someone's
that weird little that thing down there by the creek, which I don't know what that is.
that one shed?
That's a
That
maintenance,
shed.
Thank you,
maintenance
Anonymous.
shed.
The Eisenhower shed. The Hogan shed.
You gonna pee in Ray's Creek?
Somebody peed and
Yeah, Ray.
Ray's.
How do you think they
somebody
name these
peed
things?
in Ray Creek. Ron, you're talking about peeing at Pinehurst. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, gents. P1, love y'all.
Thank you.
No one likes seeing someone, pulling out the pecker on the course.
Right.
But the real problem is that you're ruining the grass. So peeing in the woods is, that's all right.
Yeah.
But you could literally write your initials on grass because of the chemicals in your urine. I mean, you ever seen one of your puppies or dogs pee on your lawn?
Yes, it does. It turns it
Yeah.
yellow.
It does.
You're right. I thought about that.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing.
I guess if you must, the woods are preferred.
That's
And
where
there-
you go.
And there are no woods. I mean,
Yeah, if there's no pine needles,
then you're
to
not
go
doing
into.
it. That makes perfect sense.
Dig a hole in a sand trap?
Thanks, Ron. That's,
Yeah,
that's right.
If there's no, but nobody pees on the fairway.
Who was
What
the
kind of pig does
guy
that?
on CBS that he said that at Augusta he said that the bikini it was like a bikini wax? Gary McCord.
Gary McCord said
I
that.
bet he peed in Ray's Creek when they fired him.
I bet he did.
I bet
Yeah.
he took a
On
big
his
peed
last
somewhere.
day.
a big pee
Threw
in
his blazer in the creek.
He hadn't been back since.
No, that's,
And that was in the 90s.
That's 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Tommy, you're talking about the grass at Augusta. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had the chance to go down to Augusta for the first time this year, and was talking with one of the attendants. I don't know if they can necessarily pick up if you've gone off to pee in the woods, but he said there's pressure sensors around the roped areas, so they can tell if people are starting to funnel into an area they're not supposed to be.
Get out of here. There are funnel sensors so that or there are sensors that can tell. Wow. That is high tech. I would never, who would have thought that? Thanks, Tommy. No idea. Pete, you're talking about peeing at Augusta. Go ahead.
Yeah, years ago, not even that long ago, back in the 90s, 13 was famous for it. The tee box at number 13, the players would pee there because there was no cameras. Since they've extended it and they put cameras behind the tee box, they can't do it anymore. But years ago, that was their break. That was the break where they got away from the crowds and the cameras, and they'd pee.
The players would pee. The actual PGA.
That's kind
players.
of tucked away in the woods, right?
Yeah, back
behind
in 13.
the little par 3.
Yeah, that 13 tee box. Yeah, there's stories about it. Yeah.
So
There are thick azaleas back there in pines.
Phil Mickelson goes into the azaleas to pee,
With Tiger.
but now
Making the tree balls.
catches it. We just talked recently about where do these players go, and sometimes they go into a porta john.
John Rahm said there aren't. He'd like to see more porta
Yeah, they're
johns.
demanding.
Yeah, that was his whole thing. Was he wanted more?
They'll get
of
them. They'll get it in their new negotiation with the Lives and the
Tour.
PGA's coming
on
together.
some more porta johns. Heroin Scott, you're talking about this is more Pinehurst peeing. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a golf course in America that you couldn't pee behind a tree on. I mean, we're out there smoking weed and drinking beer and doing whatever we want to do. If you want to snort a line off the end of your golf club, you snort a line off at the end of your golf club.
Again, comments by callers do not represent.
At Bushwood?
We are not snorting lines off the end of our golf club.
But you'd have to use an iron, right?
Yeah, well, I was trying to think.
Well, the putter would probably be easiest because it's straightest.
Yeah, but they're so funky nowadays.
You can't snort a line off a
They are
driver.
funky.
You can't snort a drive off a
Well,
You've got to use like a grooved club.
What about the top of the drive?
well, if a beer
No,
cart,
it's not
Too
straight.
curved.
beer cart girl drives by, she usually has a little something you can snort it off of.
You heard Hereward Scott. You want to snort a line? You want to snort a line? Whatever. We'll do it. Tyler, you're talking
There's a
about...
little something on Tiger's nose
What is that?
as he approaches the tee here at 15. A lot of riding on this tee shot.
Eat a powdered donut there, Jim?
Tyler, you're talking about peeing at Pinehurst for the U.S. Open. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm from Pinehurst. I was actually there the last time U.S. Open was there. I lived there, and that was a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My best friend, he's actually the sous chef at one of the clubhouses, and it happens all the time. All the time. These guys, these golfers, they're all tourists. They're there to cut up and have a good time. Peeing isn't even really the worst of it. Dude, they'll break things. I believe they found other bodily material out there at one point.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's a 12-month tourist draw. There's no doubt.
no question, that's the place to go. I mean, that's an amazing place. If you've got money and you can go, you know, you're saying it's a nightmare. I always wonder, because it's like one little road in and one little road out, how do they handle all the traffic there at Pinehurst when the U.S. Open comes? You say it's a nightmare.
Yeah, not well. They do.
Yeah.
It is that nightmare. It's a small town, Pinehurst especially, and the high school is right next to it, like the high school for basically the whole county. And yeah, so commute to work is a nightmare, commute to school is a nightmare. Just driving anytime during the week, during the day, is really a hassle.
It's something.
I'm sure.
I know.
Well, you know, did we go 25 years ago?
I've been twice. I went then, and that was when Payne Stewart won it.
The Payne Stewart year. But please tell your friend the sous chef, best chicken salad I've ever had.
Wonderful chicken
in
salad.
my life.
Great chicken salad.
In my life.
It's a beautiful place.
I think our boss took us there.
He did, and recommended the chicken salad.
Yeah.
And that's what we got. And now that was like 2013. They've done it.
Okay.
It was 99, and then like 2005, and then 2013. I think I've been to all three. And now it's coming back again next year.
Yeah.
But see, now
You don't go anywhere.
I don't go anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, do I want to walk around on a hot June day around, or just watch it on TV?
It do be hot down there.
It's hot.
It do.
But on the day Payne Stewart won it, it was about 65 degrees and a mist.
Overcast.
Yeah, he had a little light vest on.
Everybody, it was really cool. I mean, in the low 60s with mist. It was very nice out there that day.
Well, can't spell Pinehurst without P.
That's a great story
Yeah,
there
you're right.
about Pinehurst. Get it together, folks.